something else, well, that's your filthy minds that are working on something else, okay? So that's it for comedy. Number 3 is basically world events, and I'll make this pretty clear, or pretty short anyway. I just spent 22 days, 3 weeks in Poland and Lithuania visiting family. My mother and my father were both Nazi prisoners of war that were taken to West Germany, and they're the only members that came to this country after the war. So I have a brother and I have my family and whatever else, but all my aunts and uncles and cousins are all in Poland and Lithuania. So basically I went over there, and this is more serious than anything else. For those of you who don't know, there's about 4,000 refugees, Ukrainian refugees, that have now moved into Poland. And basically they're looking for work and whatever else, okay? And basically Poland and Lithuania, if you're worried about what the people think there, the bottom line is they're all okay. And they don't think of this war between Russia and the Ukraine as a problem, or rather the Russia invading Ukraine as a problem. Basically, they're used to this, okay? For 100 years, Poland and Lithuania have gone through World War I. Basically, they have gone through the Depression like we have, and they've gone through World War II, where Poland was the first group the Nazis came up to see, to visit, so to speak. And basically, and then they went through their communist phase when Russia took over after World War II, and that includes Lithuania, which became part of the Soviet Union, and Poland, which was a satellite state. And now there's number 5, which is basically they're all now independent countries. They're so used to being dominated by Russians and Germans, and a couple of 100 years ago by Swedes, they don't care anymore, and they don't really, they aren't worried because they've lived through it in the past and they'll live through it again. And I'll tell you an interesting story. My second cousin at the home I was staying at, basically he bought about 200 cubic feet of coal, and the coal was in white plastic bags, and 200 square feet is about the size of from this brick here all the way to here, and that's basically coal for the winter because they have to worry about heating. And Poland signed a law a couple of years ago for a European environment. Basically, they said they have to quit coal. So they basically closed all the coal mines, and now they've reopened them up again, and they're basically putting as much coal out there for heating as possible. Because the bottom line is, for these countries, for the longest time, they get their oil and their gas from Russia, and that's not happening anymore. And I'll tell you a funny story, another funny story, in terms of electricity. They basically don't have any, like we have James Bay and we have huge, whatever it is, waterfalls and huge areas that produce a lot of electricity. They don't have any of it. And what they have instead is wind power. So they have these windmills that basically produce electricity. And while I was in Poland and Lithuania for 3 weeks, those friggin' things didn't move an inch. Basically, they weren't spinning around, and I'm sure they spin around at some time. But if this is what they're relying on, and they also have coal-burning factories that produce electricity. So, anyway, that's my life. Now or never. Take care. And who brought the drinks? I'm the only one drinking here. I mean, what the hell is going on here? Come on, guys. This is a lively bunch.
On va connecter le clavier de Moon, et pendant ce temps, si vous voulez, Gerardo a fait des burritos vraiment bons qui sont en arrière. Et puis, il n'y en a pas tant que ça. Et puis, c'est ça. There's burritos that are pay what you can à contribution volontaire. In the back. Puis, while my friend connects their little piano, you can go eat. Gerardo.
I like this piece. I like this piece.
It's very, it's quite something.
Yeah, it is.
Requires a lot of skill. I can imagine.
Donc là, on va bien connecter au
Yeah, me
speaker.
neither. Like, I've never been there, so.
No, I'm just saying I don't know.
Non, c'est possible.
Comment?